Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen Brown, and today I'm going to be answering one of my subscribers' questions. She posted this question in the comment section of my video, Stop Chasing Someone Who Doesn't Want You. If you haven't yet watched that video, then I will add the card at the end of this video, and I will put the link in the description below. The question she asked went something like this. She said she had been in a work environment with a particular guy for 3 to 4 months. She said she's really interested in him, and it appears at times that he's interested in her, that he's giving off some signs that the interest is reciprocated. Yet, in these 3 to 4 months, he has not asked for her phone number, nor has he asked her out on a date. She said at times when she starts to pull away and kind of create some distance between the two of them, then it seems like he starts to gain more interest. She's very frustrated with this whole situation that's going on, and she's wondering if she should just pack it in and just continue to work on herself. Now, for those of you who have been in this situation, you know how incredibly frustrating this can be, and or you're watching this video because you're currently in this situation right now. I've been there myself several times, and I can tell you that there are some things that I learned for sure along my path. I'm going to share 3 things with you that this could potentially be going on in this situation. Now, granted, I do not know these people. I do not know their personalities or their histories. I don't know all the moving parts of this situation, but typically it's one of these 3 things when it comes to this type of push and pull dynamic that is happening in a relationship. The first thing this could possibly be is that this person has some unresolved pain from past relationships still that they are working on. What this typically will create is that they might find somebody attractive. They might be really interested in somebody and kind of start leaning that direction. But when that fear crops up again, they pull back in. I call it like it's like a turtle going back into their shell. They call it turtling. So they're like, yeah, she's pretty cool, or he's pretty cool, and I like them and I'm moving towards them. But then they're interested in me too, because that is just a trigger inside of them that potential pain could happen. If this is the case, if this is what's happening here, I implore you not to wait around for their healing to happen, because that is going to happen in an undetermined amount of time. I know people who have been drastically hurt in a relationship when they were 17, and at 45, they still had not done the work required to heal themselves. So I know it's tempting that we want to stand in that position for them and to really hold space for them and to potentially try to help them heal. But the truth of this is that we can't heal any other people. Healing is a personal thing. We can hold space for them, but however, we cannot determine their healing path. So to sit around and wait is just basically putting yourself in a position of waiting for an undetermined amount of time. And typically, the one thing I know for sure about the universe is this: the universe does not put people in our path for us to hook up with that aren't available. The universe doesn't play games like that. It doesn't play jokes like that. It's not like, oh, here's this really great person, but they're not available, so I'm just going to test you and see how long you wait. No, when we're truly putting out the vibration of wanting a reciprocally loving and healthy relationship, and we're ready to have that partner come into our life, the universe does not play games. However, when situations like this come in, they're often a call for you to heal something within yourself. So maybe you've been a people pleaser, maybe you've been an over accommodator or a rescuer or a waiter, a waiter, like you're waiting, then this might be a call for you to dip out and say, no, I'm going to pass up on this and wait for something marvelous. The second thing that potentially could be happening behind the scenes is that this person has an on again, off again relationship that's happening back here. All right. And you may not be privy to it. What that means is that you guys know how it goes. Sometimes you break up with someone and you're broken up for a month, and then you start talking again, you get back together for a little bit, but then you're broken up again. It's a very, very confusing place to be. And during that time, like potentially during the breakup time, they may see you and be like, and you start to pique their interest, but then this person that they're still involved in comes back in or starts texting or calling them again, or they see each other or things like that, and then they start to pull away from you again. Once again, the universe does not play jokes on us. It doesn't give us somebody that's half in and half out. So if that's the case and that's going on, then I would say, remove yourself from that situation, let them resolve whatever's going on over there. And if they are available and you are available later, then perhaps you can revisit it again. A person who is still dabbling in a relationship of the past means they are emotionally unavailable. And I can tell you from experience that when someone who's still trying to heal or work through something that's going on, and then they try to have a relationship with you two, you're only going to get a fraction of them because they're not wholly readily available to give to you everything that you deserve. So to put yourself in that position is actually to put yourself in a potential place of pain. Now, the third thing that I want to mention could possibly be happening with this push-pull dynamic, or this kind of approach avoidance dynamic that is happening, is going to require you to open your heart and your mind. Because if this relates to you, then you got a little work to do. And I have this work to do myself. So don't think there's something wrong with you. This is very common. All right. So what potentially could be happening is that you're giving off a needy and desperate vibe. What that means is that somehow you're working too hard for this. And it may be physical, where you're just really putting yourself in their proximity, or you're texting, or you're calling, or you're just being really fawning over them, or whatever it might be. Or it could just be really energetically, like they can just feel your energy just imposing on their space. So that's exactly what's happening. They feel that energy imposing on their space, and it feels very off-putting. It can be such a turnoff to people if they feel us like we're clamoring to be in their space, or to get their attention, or to get us to like them. At that point, we become a pick me person. Like we're just like, pick me, pick me, pick me. And it's giving off this needy and desperate vibration, which, by the way, is a very not really grounded and rooted vibration energy, which can make that person be like, something's not right here. I don't know what it is, but their energy just doesn't feel right to me. So if you have the personal awareness right now in this moment where you're like, I'm going to own that. I am going to own that. I have been acting needy and desperate. I want so badly to have a relationship, and I want so badly for it to be this person. If you're owning that right now, first of all, give yourself a high 10 and a pat on the back, because that is one of the best awarenesses that you will ever have in your own life. And when you start to work on healing that neediness and desperation within, because usually it's hidden inside of us, and it is caused from hidden shame and unworthiness. When you start to heal that within, what's going to happen is you're going to reset that foundation that's just showing up to relationships, and you're going to attract somebody who sees your value because you see your value. So I hope this answered the subscribers' questions, and anybody else that's going to watch this video that might be in this kind of dynamic of not sure what's happening, and do I stay in this? Do I not stay in this? But the final thing that I want to address is that this subscriber said, maybe I should just, take a break from this and go work on myself. And I will tell all of y'all this, and I do this myself to this day. Working on ourselves should be a constant progress. It should be a constant work in progress, where we're going within, we're having awarenesses about ourselves, and we're doing the work to heal those things. What I know for sure, you guys, is that healing ourselves from the inside out is not hard work, but it's dedicated work. Once we dedicate ourselves to the process of healing ourselves, what's going to happen is we are going to shift on the inside in such a beautiful and profound way that our outer world is going to reflect that back to us, and we're going to have the most amazing experiences. So thank you guys for being here. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe, turn on notifications, and I would super love if y'all gave me a thumbs up, because that helps get my channel recognized with the algorithms. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Remember, you matter. Now go love yourself.